player integrity reasons, skins have been randomized during these matches. Every game, everyone's going to be using different skins. There's Tfue. Ladies and gentlemen,
here we go.
It is time. Game number 1 of the Fall Skirmish Grand Finals, live from TwitchCon. It's standing room only. 100 of the best Fortnite players in the world, and the battle bus has launched. Good luck to all. Make some noise. There's a lot of people rooting for that reason. Off the break, you see they land together. They mention their aggression. 99 players remaining, now 98 in the lobby as Cease goes down early.
Having seen Nick Mercs and Aiden both play separately, it's impressive to me to hear.
Remember the point system and breakdown, folks. 3 eliminations is what you need to get at least 1 point. Right now, no team with 3, as you'd expect.
We do
Quick
have
shot
2
there on
teams
attendance, though.
And 2 elims, though.
He's kind of trapped in this back room with only enough materials to build 1 more wall. This could spell disaster as these 2 players are split. That's the last wall. They've made it on in. The pump, the help from the teammate, knocks on either side. Germ down to just 12 hit points.
Securing that elimination. Not enough, though. Punisher without a teammate now, but 150 HP to his name. That 50 shield there, pretty important. Gets a pair of eliminations. His teammate in striking distance of their first point. Meanwhile, Nibs and Korea, we mentioned this is a replay from earlier, how they picked up their first pair of elims. Barely holding on.
What a nice suppressed epic assault rifle right there, as they'll keep this high ground for the moment. They know that there are more enemies in Tilted. The question for them right now is where? Do they have eyes on? I do believe so. And the first shots come on in. And here comes that aggression. It looks like they're going right for it. The glide now for Nick Mercs. Aiden with the follow. Who will claim Tilted Towers in game number 1? The build-up just narrowly missing the pump. As Aiden will continue to fight for this high ground. Another great pyramid placing to block that shot. There's 1 shield tag there as well. This is where Aiden is most comfortable as a player. And again, this aggression, hunting down their opponents at every waking moment. I believe Aiden didn't want to drop all the way that far down, as he'll have to build back up. You take a look at the material count. Only 120 wood now remaining for Nick Mercs, so 12 walls he can place. Godnick a little bit split from his teammate. Evan just trying to stay alive for now. It looks like they're going to go for it. Aiden hopping right on down. Stinks come in. There's the knock. You challenge them in Tilted, and you might play with fire as they look to push down to the final one. Will they strike first? They've got him weak. Nick still chasing, shot from Aiden. They've got him pinned in the stairs. This could be it for Godnick and Super Evan. Aiden,
there it is! Aiden and Nick Mercs saying, this is my Tilted Towers. Pick a different POI to land at.
As you'd expect. They claim it, and there's that aggression using the new
towers.
This is getting longer and longer. Back on over to Nibs and Korea. This is Spookles and R7. Players from Rise Nation getting those quick. With Blind, we'll put them on the board with a point. Both representing C9, and then ECA, Punisher, and Tendons with 3 eliminations as well.
Laser there from Yo-Yo on Delphi hitting in. Wanted to take a look at that. His 1 elimination thus far. Final game, bro, his teammate knocked out.
Now, folks, just to reiterate, answer beat from Aiden and Nick Mercs. Lenane and Scratch on the top side of the map too, beginning to move, and there's Cloaksy and Tfue right in the heart of the zone.
A little bit of
healthy
noise
as
here.
ever, looking to strike early in game number 1.
Start claiming quite a few players' time here at the crowd every time Tfue and Cloak show up. A lot of love for FaZe.
Again, to stress, players for player integrity, skins have been randomized during all these matches. Oh no.
Aiden and Nick,
oh, no.
Nick on the verge of elimination. Aiden just barely holding on, 5 HP, trying to defend against Zexro.
They got 3 though. They did get 3, so Aiden and Nick Mercs officially on the board with a point. Might not be the ending they want, but you know what? They're on. They've got themselves 1.
I know in the bottom right corner, as Vinny gets eliminated there, it looks like they might have been teammates, but Vinny and Yo-Yo actually opponents, basically in the same box next to each other. The number of teams now that are in line of sight of each other it's going to be insane. You have Funk Bomb, Nate Hill here. We cut across. They're just outside the zone. They're going to have to rotate northwest ever so gently, sharing the ammunition, this little base they built. Nate trying to go for a snipe shot, just watching for any team to rotate. Now's the time to do it too, because he doesn't have to, these two, they don't have to move very far. So if they're looking to build up some eliminations just for point's sake, this is a good time to do it. Hopefully they realize Payne, Vape Jesus, Marksman, and his teammate are all stacked above him on that hill. It's going to be a tough hill to move away from. Earlier we saw Bog and Raz actually, for a little while, had the most eliminations during the bonus at 3, but DMO and Bizzle caught him from above here. Was getting the knock on Bog. Those clingers so important too when used correctly. You saw Bizzle drop 2 on the structure just above and then immediately swap to shoot it out so that once the explosion of the first one happened, the second one fall in on his opponent, and that's exactly how it played out. Well done there. Cloak and Tfue. Shots coming from multiple directions while they're editing holes, windows, and walls to try and take shots of their own, looking for parties rotating away. 87 medium ammo. A handful of shotguns after Tfue gets sniped 39 meters from Nate Hill. The riff from Cloak just trying to make it away, and
he's just got to accept it's gone. That's how Tfue goes out. Nate Hill, fellow FaZe member with lightning-quick reactions, hits the shot, and now Cloaksy's left by himself. But he had 2 rift to goes.
I feel like we've seen Cloak every game he's played so far, at least carrying 1. You see a team way up in the air over there. Hysteria's going to go for a shot here. The hunting rifle just looking for any sort of movement. Peek over the top, he's going to try and take a shot, and that team does know that he's there. Very quick peek there as Hysteria and Blind in an excellent position, the very top of this hill. They have a top down on everybody. Cloak still plays
their position is good, but look at Hysteria's health especially.
Tough.
Rough spot. At 72 hours now in the elimination feed, Tfue and Jamok. Hysteria wants this shot so darn bad. He's got a lot of materials, which I'll definitely say is a great spot, but here we go. This is where you're about to see over half this lobby drop like fries. Fries. Flies. It's an all-out race, and here we go.
In front of Hysteria, multiple teams moving up the same ramp.
Oh yeah, gets a quick tag on 1.
He's got to watch that zone, only 35 HP like you pointed out earlier, but he has a chance here to just take free shots essentially on teams that are rotating into the zone.
Look at this, they're scattered all in front of him. They continue to try to keep this high ground. 30 seconds as this zone continues to shift. Saint building on up. Morgossi now there as well. Funk Bomb and Nate Hill on the low ground. Blind with the pyramid on the top. There's someone up top as well. You see Hysteria frantically trying to stop that high ground from his opponent. 53 players remaining now as the elimination feed begins to light on up. Horrified drops to the storm. Hysteria still inching forward. Oh gosh though. They've got Dementos and Pate just above. Hysteria is just going to forfeit that high ground and float using the glider redeploy. And look at the storm
claiming so many lives there in the feed. Players going down, getting caught mid-rotation. Hysteria and Blind
27.
To establish.
That's how fast
half the field just went down.
It's because of these mountain plays, and now they've got to go right back.
Literally the opposite direction. They have to move through this structure, which Hysteria catches an opponent who doesn't even realize they're in the same box together. The storm starting to tick for 8 as Hysteria is trying to push up, getting caught. Another player shows up right next to him. It was Ghoul from Ghost. The storm claims Hysteria, but he got one just before he went out.
And Blind just got another knock as well. So that with Hysteria's 4th elimination, Blind's also got 1. I just looked at the engagement feed right now. Frosty has 6 elims now at the moment there from Soar 2. So many players racking up the points now. 15 remaining in this game. Morgossi, who is the winner of the Summer Skirmish, still alive in this game 1 alongside his teammate.
This spread here, a very vertical set of players, 15 remaining. Pate and his teammate all the way up top. Morgossi and Saint trying to basically spray out the surfaces, looking for an opportunity to take a shot here.
He's still in this as well.
14, no shield on the target. They're just going to go for the elimination. As soon as you see a white marker, that's called immediately by players at this level.
Nate Hill and Funk Bomb now drop.
What an angle. 55 shield tag there.
Can't chase it. There it is.
On the way down.
8 players remaining. 13 on this zone. Remember, you begin to get towards the top 5 when you earn the points for placement as well. Cloaksy's still in this one. He's earned multiple eliminations as well with getting him and Tfue a point. Pate and Dementos on the high ground. It's all going to come down to this. 8 players left. A quick shotgun tag comes in. Saint and Morgossi still playing, looking on down. No materials left. They're going to have to chase this one as he looks for any bit of damage he can get. He takes some fall damage as well. The stink drops him down to just 10 HP. He's going to float down the mountain. Everyone on one ramp. It's all out warfare as he's down to 31 health. Floating to the low ground. These stinks are so good in this last zone.
Might spell defeat there.
You've got Saint now playing the high ground. He's got the reload. Cloaksy's still in this too.
4 players left.
Oh, he's got this. He's got to have this. He's just playing the heel of zone. You saw the smile as well. I think he knows he's got it. I think he knows he's got it. There's no way. Cloakzy's done all he can. Cloakzy's done all he can. That's it, though.
Make some noise.
Paid with the heels.
Well played.
And just like that, they get it done. But you know what? Cloakzy's hyped by himself. The man goes all the way to top 2 with, I believe, he had like 5 limbs on his own.
A valiant effort, honestly, but Pate, yeah, I mean, we saw at the end there 3 med kits, was sitting on a campfire, and there were multiple layers built between him and Cloak down at the bottom. It was basically unlosable at that point. Look at this. Look at this view. He's just enjoying the time. Not a care in the world, Jack.
Cloakzy just fought off like 3 duos by himself, and Pate's just enjoying life up in the sky with a med kit, a campfire, staying warm there. He could have done that.